It's time now for the Period Chill. 11 o'clock news for this Tuesday, January 6, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here. Your 11 o'clock news headlines here, and our top story here at 11 o'clock. Here is a shooting in a West Texan Veterans Clinic on Tuesday has left two people that included the gunman, military authorities said. The shooting was reported shortly after 3 p.m. In Richmond, Virginia, Bob McDonnell, the former governor of Virginia, who was convicted in September on corruption charges, was sentenced to 24 months in prison on Tuesday in one of the most spectacular falls of a statewide official in the history of the country. In Washington, 3 hours after he was sworn in as new member of Congress on Tuesday, Representative Ted Lieu, a Democrat of California, stood outside the House chamber looking to be with his colleagues breeze past him. In Las Vegas under fire, with other tech companies with lack of diversity, Intel Tuesday said it was plans to dramatically increase the number of women and minority workers in a place within 5 years to commit $300 million to the effort. Museum Fine Arts Boston head of objects conservation Pan Management displays a corner as she removes it from a time capsule at the Museum Boston. In Boston, a coyote attacked at least two people outside their homes in a northern Massachusetts town on Monday night, sending one man to the hospital right backwards, according to local police. According to the MSPCA, 60 animals were taken from 21 Heritage Road in Westminster, were taken to the adoption centers in Boston and Methuen, and the rest will remain in the Westminster facility, as MSPCA is looking for adopted homes for the puppies. Taking care of the homeless with the Boston's Long Island shelter shut down, the Pine Street Inn is doing its best to make sure the city's homeless is safe and sound on this frigid weather, as Patriots President Robert Kraft distributed sleeping bags that will turn in from jackets to the homeless population of the city of Boston. It appears to be a major blow to the Cape Wind project in Nantucket, as two major utilities, National Grid and NSTAR, have terminated their contracts to buy power from Cape Wind, as NSTAR in a letter cited Cape Wind's failure to secure funding and start construction from last year. Boston recorded its flu-related death of the season, its first one, as city health officials said. A man in his 20s also had other health conditions, as since the 1st of October there have been 122 flu cases in Boston and 42 of them have required hospitalizations. More legal problems for the owners of a now-closed frame and compounded pharmacy who has in the side of the deadly meningitis outbreak in 2012, as the feds have seized more than $18 million from the owners' accounts and 13 financial institutions. Here, a terrorist group has claimed responsibility for a suicide bombing in the Turkish city that claimed the lives of two victims. In Shanghai, some wailed and some sat with grief as relatives of the 36 people killed in Shanghai's New Year's Eve stampede visited the disaster site for the 7th-day commemorations that a revered ritual in China. Secretary General Ban Ki-moon says the state of Palestine will join the International Criminal Court on April 1st, the high-stakes move that will enable the Palestinians to pursue war crimes charges against Israel. 8 years after fatal crash at Victoria, the lawsuit will head to the trial. In Fresno, California, one day after being sworn to a final term as governor, Jerry Brown, a chief executive, attended to the St. Tappan's political ceremony, came to the Central Valley City on Tuesday to a sadly ceremonial groundbreaking. In Washington, the White House on Tuesday made it clear that President Obama would veto a bill authorizing construction of the Keystone XL oil pipeline, said in an immediate clash with Republicans should they assume control of Congress. Crude oil prices reversed slightly in Asia on Wednesday after an upbeat U.S. industry supply data, as the American Petroleum Institute reported that crude stocks dropped 4 million barrels last week, while distillates gained about 9.1 million barrels. U.S. Steel and Auto Lorraine Tibulis will lay off 636 workers. And the latest blow to New Jersey, which is still staggering from its recession, Mercedes-Benz USA said on Tuesday that will move its headquarters to Georgia from Montreal, New Jersey. Mercedes, the German automakers, are the second largest corporate. Sony Corporation Chief Executive Kazuo Hiraian Tuesday said he does not expect a November cyber attack on the company's film studio. It's a big universe, but there's a full small planet, says the summit announced on Tuesday that they had found 8 new planets orbiting the stars at distances compatible with liquid water, bringing in the total number of potentially habitable planets to the just right. Pillars of creation being 7,000 light years away, as Hubble returns to old friends for the 25th anniversary. Tesla chief executive Elon Musk's private space company must wait until at least Friday for a test for a potentially groundbreaking reusable walk. Good. America's binge drinkers are fueling an average of 6 alcohol poisoning deaths per day, according to a new government report. Alright, take a look at New England alerts here. In Amesbury, Massachusetts, a third alarm fire at 8 Spindletree Lane as all companies ordered it out of the building as they are going into a defensive posture. In Brockton, Massachusetts, a double shooting at Appleton and Wyman Streets, the 2 people were shot and crime scene established. In Lamented, Connecticut, at 1603 West Main Street, a motor accident with injuries. And in Webster, Massachusetts, armed home invasion at 300 block of High Street. Armed person forced entry into the home and shot the homeowner, and victim transported by A. Vents life support and unknown suspect info. And in West Bridgewater, 16 Howard Street, a working fire. Peter Chell News Times, now 11:05. Now 11:06 here on this late Tuesday night. Take a look at the traffic situation here, 11:06 here, and it shows smooth sailing the non-west by West New England there, and there's one slow spot. It's 395 south. In Danielson, Connecticut, there's a smooth sailing commute here on this late Tuesday night. Here, Channel News Time, 11:06. Time now for a weather report here on this late Tuesday night here. Our current conditions here at 11 o'clock. 14 degrees on temperature, most skies, humidity 80%, wind speed is calm. Barometer 3.03 inches and 2.11 degrees, and a visibility of 10 miles an hour here. Current conditions around the region, we're seeing some teens and some single digits here. Around the region here, it's 15 in Boston, 11 in Pittsburgh, 7 above in Bedford, 8 in Beverly, 16 in Gloucester, 11 in Haverhill. It's 7 above in Worcester, 10 in Sturbridge, 13 in Milford, 8 above in Norwood, 17 in Taunton, 16 in Bedford, 14 in Plymouth, 21 in Provincetown, 17 in Chatham, 16 in Falmouth, 21 in Cape Cod Bay, 17 in Martha's Vineyard, 20 in Nantucket, 22 in Block Island, 16 in West William Providence, 7 above in Smithfield, it's 22 in New York City, 18 in Islip, 25 in Montauk, 24 in Long Island, it's 20 in Bridgeport, 18 in New Haven, Connecticut, 13 in Danbury, Connecticut, 12 in Waterbury, Connecticut, it's 14 out in Meriden, Connecticut, it's 15 in Hartford, 12 in Winslow, 7 above in Springfield and Amherst, 5 above in Athol, 11 in Greenfield, 10 in Pittsfield, 5 in North Amherst, that's 11 in Albany, 7 above in Saratoga Springs, 9 above in Rutland, 4 in Bennington, 3 in Bradford, 5 in Keene, 2 in Jeffrey, and in Concord, New Hampshire, 3 above in Laconia, New Hampshire. It's 8 above in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 6 above in Manchester, New Hampshire, 9 above in Nashville, New Hampshire, 12 above in Portsmouth, and 10 above in Portland, Maine. Here, okay, take a look. Current condition for the surface map around the country shows station front from British Columbia, stretching it down for Northern Idaho, down for Wyoming, and Dean for Colorado, and Mexico, and down for Texas. Merged with a cold front from northeastern Texas, stretching in northern Louisiana, down for the Gulf States, down for Georgia, down for the eastern coastal Carolinas, and out to sea, and curving with a station front off the Rhode Island coastline. Here, we got another cold front from northeastern Montana, stretching it down from North Dakota, Minnesota, down for the northern Wisconsin, and stretching out of east central Ontario with warm front down for southern Quebec and down the extreme northwestern tip of Maine. Here, and we got station front from the Gulf of Mexico down to central Florida and the cold front at the sea. We got a front line from the Danford Bar, California, Mexico, and we got low pressure in west central Wyoming, southeastern portion of Colorado, and eastern portion of Ontario, and northeastern portion of Ontario, and up the Cape Finney Islands. There, we got high pressure in western tip of Nova Scotia, off the North Carolina coastline, the Utah Colorado border, southeastern Idaho, and southwestern Iowa. Here, 18 degrees that temperature around here in Detroit. It's 16 out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 28 out in Washington, D.C. 44 in Atlanta. 76 in Miami, Florida. 59 in Brownsville, Texas. 45 in Dallas, Texas. 21 in Kansas City. 16 in Omaha, Nebraska. 8 above in Chicago. 3 above in Minneapolis, St. Paul. 6 above in Great Falls, Montana. 46 in Seattle. 57 in San Francisco. 69 in Los Angeles. It's 56 in Las Vegas. 35 in Salt Lake City. 47 in Denver. 39 out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And 65 out in Phoenix, Arizona. Okay, take a look at the local radar situation here. It shows some snow showers. We'll zoom you out, and it zoom you in, and it shows some snow showers on the Cape Cod Bay, and it's snowing around East Sandwich and snowing off West Barnstable, Yarmouth, Denison, and stretching out of Cooks Brook Beach around East End, around Brewster, and around Wolfie, and snowing around Plymouth, south of Plymouth here. So expect a few snow pellets here and some snow around Somerset, around Bragwood Bridge and Fall River. And storm west of Davisville around Esquag and near West Greenwich. So a few snow flurries maybe in the overnight hours. Some of you may get it, some of you may not. And some snow showers off the mid-coast Maine and off the Massachusetts Bay and stretch around eastern shores of Long Island. And we've seen some snow showers in the central and western portion of New York State, down for eastern Ontario and down for Michigan on the UP of Michigan, and some snow showers in west central portions of Ohio, northeastern Ohio, and stretching it in for western Indiana, and some snow from Illinois stretching in over Missouri, southern Iowa, down for western Nebraska, and down for western South Dakota to Montana, and then up near east central portions of British Columbia with some sleet in central portions of British Columbia and some rain showers in southeastern portions of Alaska. Here. Alright, let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows a lot of clouds coming to much of the northern portion of the country from the northeastern states, stretching it in for the Great Lakes and up in the Dakotas, and stretching it up into Idaho, Wyoming, and Montana, and up into Washington State, and a lot of clouds coming from British Columbia, stretching it in through Quebec here and around Atlantic, Canada. Alright, let's take a look and our forecast discussion around the country here. Bitterly cold temperatures from the Dakotas down to the northeast, and lake effect snow continues down with the Great Lakes, and mild and dry conditions for the western part of the country. As the weather pattern over the next few days will feature a massive surface high settling southward from Canada to the Great Plains on Wednesday, followed by another large surface high by the end of the week, as both of these features of Arctic origin will bring bitterly cold weather from the western high plains to the mid-Atlantic and northeast United States. As widespread sub-zero overnight lows are forecast for the Dakotas and upper Midwestern Great Lakes, and into New England's wind chill advisories and warnings are in effect for much of this. Same areas with some of the coldest wind chill readings in the 25 to 45 below 0 degree range, as some record low temperatures will be possible. In addition to frigid temperatures, a cold air vection over the Great Lakes, along with the upper level shortwave energy moving to our region, is expected to produce some significant lake effect snow downwind from the Great Lakes throughout midweek, as the heaviest snow is likely to occur east of the Lakes Erie and Ontario, where local amounts today come to exceed by 1 foot, as some upslope snow is likely to be central and northern Appalachians as well. The western U.S. is expected to rain dry with mild temperatures at the end of the week. Alright, forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows an Arctic front sweeps southern New England Wednesday, bringing some chance of snow squalls while being on a +3 and bitterly cold conditions following Thursday. As a brief period of light snow is likely very late Thursday night and Friday morning. As temperatures moderate right ahead of a cold front, there is also a concern for strong and perhaps even damaging wind gusts on Friday across the southeast New England coast. As otherwise, mainly cold and dry weather expected this weekend and early next week. Near term until 6 a.m. Wednesday morning, 10:15 p.m. update. Made some changes to the overnight forecast based on the latest observations 3.9 micron satellite imagery and surface observations showing more than a few breaks in a clouds across interior southern New England. As a result, had it knocked temperatures down a few degrees, and 07/UNZHRRR appears to have a good handle on things temperature-wise. For the rest of the night, an initial dip followed by a brief rise of some clouds move overhead with a final dip just before sunrise, and pretty dry overnight away from the immediate south coast. Should not be much more than flurries with additional dust and most be accumulation here. As we take a look at tomorrow's highs, we are going to see 25 for Boston, 20 for Worcester, 22 for Hartford, 22 for New York City, 21 in Albany, 13 in Rutland, 20 in Concord, New Hampshire, 23 in Pulp, Maine here. And it's cold outside, but it'll get colder as lows tomorrow morning. See temperatures in the single digits to the teens. And temperatures will fall a few degrees tonight, reaching the single numbers in northern Massachusetts and in the teens elsewhere. As an Arctic cold front will move through New England on Wednesday, bringing scattered snow showers, which could cause brief poor visibility. Arctic air and strong overnight winds will create dangerous wind chills Wednesday night and early Thursday, as parts of northern and western Massachusetts may have a wind chill of 25 degrees Fahrenheit or lower, as a wind chill warning and wind chill advisory has been issued for Wednesday night and Thursday morning end. And this is the areas of the wind chill advisory. Wind chill warnings in effect for much of the western Massachusetts, where we can see temperatures of the wind chill readings up to 35 below zero. And the rest of the region can see wind chill readings up to 25 below zero. Whereas here in eastern Massachusetts, a wind chill advisory in effect from 5 p.m. tomorrow to 10 a.m. on Thursday morning as a location includes all of Massachusetts except for northern and western portions of the islands, as well as of all of Rhode Island except Block Island and northern Connecticut. Hazard types: dangerously cold wind chill values as low as 24 below zero. Timing late Wednesday into Thursday morning as impacts will be dangerously cold wind chills result in frostbite or hypothermia, and winds northwest 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts up to 35 miles per hour, and temperatures expected to bottom at around 5 degrees above 0 to 5 degrees below 0 by Thursday morning, as a wind chill advisory is issued when the wind chill index is likely to reach about 15 to 24 degrees below 0 for at least 3 hours. Prospect can develop in just 30 minutes with a wind chill index of 20 below 0. If you're headed outdoors, dress in layers and wear a hat and gloves. Day 1 tonight, wind chill advisory, and Wednesday through Monday, day 2 for some wind chill advisory, as an Arctic front may bring a few brief snow showers to the region. A localized heavy snow squall or 2 is possible, which may result in a brief period of poor visibility and slippery travel. Strong southwest wind gusts up to 40 to 55 miles per hour. Expected very late Thursday night into Friday as across the southeast New England coast there'll be a low probability for a few gusts up to 60 miles per hour across portions of Cape Cod. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Overnight, forecast got low about 10 degrees. Calm wind. Wednesday, a slight chance of snow between noon and 3 p.m. Most of the skies got about 25 degrees. West, wind about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 30 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 20%. Why that? Most of the coast got low about 3 below 0. Wind chill values as low as 18 below 0. Northwest wind about 13 to 16 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 32 miles per hour. For Thursday, South got about 18 degrees. Wind chill values as low as 19 degrees below 0. Southwest wind about 7 to 10 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 29 miles per hour. For that, a chance of snow showers mainly after 3 a.m. Most of the skies got low about 15 degrees. Southwest wind about 6 to 10 miles per hour. Gusts as high as 26 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 40%. For Friday, snow showers likely beginning before noon. Most of the coast got have about 32 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 6%. For that, most of the coast got low about 16 degrees. For Saturday, sunny, most of the coast got have about 27, low about 13 degrees. For Sunday, part the same, most of the coast got have about 32, low about 22 degrees. And for Monday, part the same, part got about 36, low about 18 degrees. And for Tuesday, part the same, got have about 33 degrees. Here's what a phrase of the day, y'all. Snowy and wintry day in Tampa Wednesday, and dangerous cold Wednesday and Thursday. Peter Chell News Time, 11:18 here, and it is time now for Sports Roundup here on this late Tuesday night as the Celtics and the Bruins end the night off. Celtics will be down in Brooklyn taking on Kevin Garnett and the Brooklyn Nets, while the Boston Bruins will square up against the Pittsburgh Penguins down in Pittsburgh tomorrow night. Alright, take a look at the NHL scoreboard here. So far, 13:23 left in the second period. 1-1 the score between the Vancouver Canucks and the New York Islanders out in Vancouver. Detroit Red Wings lead the Edmonton Oilers for 2 periods in Edmonton, 2-1. St. Louis Blues 6. Arizona Coyotes nothing with 13:14 left in the third period. Philadelphia Nippon win over Ottawa 2-1. New Jersey Devils over the Buffalo Sabres 4-1. Tampa Bay Lightning over the Montreal Canadiens 4-2. Nashville Predators over the Carolina Hurricanes 3-2. San Jose Sharks edge out the Minnesota Wild 4-3. Colorado Avalanche blink the Chicago Blackhawks 2-0, and Columbus Blue Jackets over the Dallas Stars 4-2. And the Phoenix Suns in the NBA defeat the Milwaukee Bucks 102-96, and Detroit edging out the San Antonio Spurs 105-104. Okay, take a look at college basketball scores of the men's and women's on this Tuesday night here. It's Villanova 81, St. John 65 with 2:54 left in the second half. 25 seconds left in the overtime period. Minnesota, Ohio State 72 all. 5 seconds left in the overtime period. Pittsburgh 61, Boston College 60. 8:43 left in the second half. It's St. Mary's 60, Morgan State 40. 14:50 left in the first half. It's San Diego State 8, New Mexico 3. And the final in overtime, Kentucky 89, Ole Miss 86. Arkansas 79, Georgia 75. Iona 81, Quinnipiac 73. Cincinnati 69, East Carolina 48. UCF 79, Houston 78, final in overtime. It's Central Michigan 65, Toledo 62 in final. Akron 72, Western Michigan 52 in the final. Florida State 86, Virginia Tech 75 in the final. Georgetown 65, Marquette 59 in the final score. Jacksonville 79, Florida A&M 56 in the final. Stony Brook 70, Columbia 61 in the final. Princeton 71, Norfolk State 61. Michigan 73, Penn State 64. Albany 64, New Hampshire 62, Connecticut 58, South Florida 44. George Washington 75, St. Louis 72. North Florida 106, Trinity Baptist 60. It's USC Upstate 61, UMKC 49. Savannah State 67, Allen 49. It's Iowa State 63, Oklahoma State 61. Providence 66, Butler 62, Texas A&M CNC, Corpus Christi 77, Central Arkansas 70, Vanderbilt 64, Auburn 52. Alabama 65, Texas A&M 44, and New Mexico State 75, New Mexico Highlands 67. And women's college basketball scores here. In women's college basketball, North Florida 63, UMKC 62 and final in overtime. Wofford 69, North Carolina Central 55. Savannah State 95, Allen 47. Central Arkansas 63, Texas A&M CC, Corpus Christi 59. It's Mercer 54, Kennesaw State 44. Fairfield 56, Marist 55. It's Drexel 57, Elon 47. William & Mary losing to Charleston in overtime 77-69. It's Charleston 55, Delaware 49. Hofstra 85, Northeastern 83 and final in overtime. It's James Madison 74, UNC Wilmington 57, Hartford 59, Binghamton 44. SIU Edwardsville 67, Belmont 52, Northern Kentucky 78, Georgetown Kentucky 57, Baylor 74, Kansas State 44, and Wisconsin 65, Penn State 46. The Norton Lancers boys varsity basketball team hung tough against the unbeaten Westwood Wolverines in the boys varsity basketball known high for the 3 quarters, but then in the 4th quarter, the Norton Lancers got steamrolled in the 4th quarter by the Westwood Wolverines as the Norton Lancers lose to the Westwood Wolverines 61-39 here. Okay, sports news here. Barry Bonds is the Major League Baseball's all-time home run leader, but because of his links and performance to drugs, he hasn't been elected to the Hall of Fame and he will never be as Pedro Martinez, John Smoltz, Randy Johnson, and Greg Biggio have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Fox Sports gives the Toronto Maple Leafs have fired coach Randy Carlo on Tuesday after a road trip in which the team lost 5 of 7 games and showed little signs that will soon get better. New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady wins the drill with his teammates during a practice session on Tuesday in Foxborough as the Patriots host the Baltimore Ravens for the NFL playoff game on Sunday as Brady will be facing a defense with a new cast of characters. In Lawrence, Kansas coach David Beatty began following on his first step on Tuesday, which includes hiring Rob Leckensway from California to serve as his defensive coordinator. The Cleveland Cavaliers need a perimeter defender and spot-up shooter as they still need a big man, but on that, a minute the Thunder need an explosive scoring threat and an occasional distributor alongside Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. In Columbus, Ohio State coach Urban Meyer retraded the team on Tuesday that he had signed a lottery after the Buckeyes secured a spot opposite Oregon in the first college football playoff title game to be played on Monday. With an feature, New York Knickerbockers president Phil Jackson may not be done with roster purchase. Andrea Bargnani and Amari Stoudemire could be released before the NBA trade deadline. Roger Clemens, Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa, and Mark McGwire. Chances to enter the Hall of Fame are dwindling as baseball writers so far overwhelmingly have decided outside statistics as third-tier stars are tarnished by their connections. Steven Drew re-signed with the New York Yankees. In Boston, just like everyone was waiting for the Bruins to land their first shot in net against the Carolina Hurricanes on Sunday, as again everyone was waiting for some of the power to make up loud and clear as Jimmy Jacobs' first actor CEO put Shirley on notice. Ryan Galway had to leave after a puck struck him in. As linesman, he was injured by a puck in a Wild Sharks game. Jason Garrett never hesitated with the biggest decision to play a game as coach. The usually struck, Princeton-educated coach of the Dallas Cowboys went all riverboat risker on Sunday, going for a 4-6 and near midfield, and it paid off. Prince Ali bin Al Hussein of Jordan, who has been critical of FIFA's leadership from his seat on the organization's ruling executive committee, announced Tuesday that he will challenge Sepp Blatter for the FIFA presidency in elections in May. Philadelphia Flyers Senator Claude Giroux and Ottawa Senator defenseman Patrick Wilcox during the second period of Wells Fargo Center as Alan Claude Giroux returns on the Philadelphia Flyers. And that's me for sport for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this. Tuesday, January 6, 2015. People say good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow morning with a morning report.